Did you know there is a fight club in Hogwarts Legacy? That's right, just like in Order of the Phoenix, where Harry led Dumbledore's army to prepare for the battle against Voldemort and the Dark Wizards, we're going to be led by one of the most powerful and notorious wizards in all of Hogwarts, Lucan Brattle... Wait, Lucan... Are we sure? Lucan Brattleby. Seriously though, this is a completely optional side quest that is within Hogwarts Legacy, where you can test your combat to its limits. And here is everything we know so far. So you might be wondering, are we sure this just isn't the combat tutorial you get at the start of the game? Well, no, it's not. This is a completely optional side quest that you get within the game, and we can see that from the showcase, where once they completed the mission, it gave a marker to say that a side quest had been completed, and it will have multiple different levels and stages as you progress through it. Similar to how the fistfight challenges worked within The Witcher 3, you will be going through and fighting other wizards level by level, and the difficulty will increase as you go up through the ranks. All of that leading up to, I imagine, the champion of the Crossed Wands Dueling Club. Who that is and what that looks like we don't know yet, but unlike The Witcher 3, I do hope it's not a fist fight with a rock troll, because I don't think the trolls in this game are quite as friendly. From the preview we got, it seems that you start off against a training dummy where you have to master certain combinations of spells. You can see the marker above telling you which spell you need to use, and if you don't accurately go through every single spell in order, then you will fail the mission. And the other part to it is you have to do it all while the dummy is airborne, meaning if you take too long to switch between spells and find the right spell, the dummy will fall and you'll have to restart. It seems that not only do these challenges vary in difficulty of your opponents, it can also vary in the amount of opponents you have. We know Hogwarts Legacy like to give us outnumbered fights, so this kind of makes sense. Don't fret though, if you wish you can call upon an ally to help you within the fight. No, Nephelilu, not you. I didn't need you for Godric, I don't need you now. Go away. Now we've only got a snippet of this side quest so far, so we don't know exactly where it could lead. However, I think by the end of it, it's going to end in some really intense fights, some really good battles with other wizards from the school, and who knows, maybe the quest will take you beyond the walls of Hogwarts into the open world, where you may have to fight some interesting opponents. It also does seem that the progression of this quest is linked with the progression of the main story. Maybe because you have to unlock certain spells within the main quest that will then lead you on to the future challenges, but it does seem that you can't just go through all these quests one after another before you progress through the main story. And that is also a theme that we're seeing across other quests within this game. Now, the Crossed Wands quest is not the only way you can practice your combat mechanics within Hogwarts Legacy. If you saw my video yesterday where I went into detail about this, I talked about the battle arenas that are available with the game as well, which I'm going to go into a little bit more detail with now. So with the base game, you get access to 2 battle arenas, and if you buy the deluxe edition, you'll get access to the Dark Arts battle arena as an optional third. But what actually are these battle arenas? Well, these are places where you can go and fight waves of enemies using a range of different spells, potions, plants, and other battle mechanics. Whereas the Crossed Wands battles focus more on dueling other wizards within the Hogwarts school, the battle arenas actually give you more of a taste of what real combat is like within the progression of the game. Because other wizards are not our only threat, there are also goblins and trolls and even dragons that we've seen flying about within some of the previews. And fighting them is going to be much different than fighting other wizards. And that is where I believe the battle arena is going to come in. Now, we've only been able to see the Dark Arts battle arena where we saw waves of goblins, some other dark wizards, a couple trolls come in, and you had to fight them off whilst completing other challenges to earn extra points. This formula of how the battle arenas work should translate pretty well through to the other battle arenas as well. However, we don't know exactly where they are and what they're going to entail. There's a chance that one of them is within Hogwarts' grounds itself. However, because we have the Crossed Wands quest there, I'm not 100% convinced that that would be a likely location. Instead, I'm thinking one of the locations it might be, maybe within Hogsmeade. Now, Hogsmeade is the only wizarding town within the vicinity of Hogwarts, so it would make sense that there are different types of people and characters that you might be able to experience there, some of which you might be able to fight against. That's why I think it has a good chance of having a good battle arena type style. Maybe it's more focused on sort of like a Colosseum event amongst the locals, where you have to fight waves of them as sort of like a gladiator. The only other location I can really imagine one being that would make sense is the Black Lake of the surrounding swamped area. I can see there being a lot of hidden things around this area, so there being another battle arena would make a lot of sense. I also have a feeling, and I don't know why, that one of these battle arenas may end with you fighting a dragon. I just kind of have that gut feeling because we've seen 2 different dragons within the previews of Hogwarts Legacy, so I'm kind of wondering where they are, where we might be able to fight them, and exactly how tough those fights are going to be. I also question whether we're actually trying to fight them or just tame them to put them in a vivarium along with our other mythical beasts. Either way though, there seems to be lots of different places that you can practice your combat mechanics within Hogwarts Legacy. Whether it be the battle arenas, which we know a little bit about and have seen a good amount of gameplay from with the Dark Arts bundle, or whether it be the Crossed Wands quest, which seems like it could be a really interesting quest. I know that the Dark Arts battle arena and the Crossed Wands quest are going to be 2 places I go to very early when I get into Hogwarts Legacy, because I want to practice those combat mechanics as much as possible. Speaking of combat mechanics, if you're interested in an in-depth view into what we know already about the combat, then check out yesterday's video, which you can find just here.